in the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, LilCj Kasino.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, man, shout out to the OG Key Talk gang members. And, of course, shout out to the newcomers of Key Talk gang. Make sure both of y'all together like the video that where we can go up as a team together. Anyways, yeah, man, before I get started, I know I had to go get that Steve Harvey edge up. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, I've been looking rough for a little while. On purpose, by design, though. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, so check it out. So, of course, everybody knows that LilCj Kasino was arrested, ag robbery, and some other charges that just not looking too good for him, right? But the day he actually got arrested, he released his song called 4KE, which is a diss song to hood fame 4E, right? So you can hear the song, all that in there, right? And at the beginning of the video, of course, he does have some chains at the beginning of the video, and the chains do belong. Well, he didn't have the chains, but some other people that had it, he took the video that they posted and put it in front of his video, which were, of course, the chains of Get Money, Lil Ronnie. Right now, here's the thing about that. He has been saying little slick stuff to Get Money, Lil Ronnie since the whole chain incident or whatever it be. However, Get Money, Lil Ronnie has now responded back, pretty much letting them know, hey, listen, man, you can say whatever the blue hell you want about them chains, you know what I'm talking about? I've been done shook back from that situation, period. You know what I'm talking about? I got more money in my pockets than dudes that's stuck inside of their contracts. Now that in itself could have been a shot at LilCj Kasino. Now, I don't know. I don't think LilCj Kasino got like a major deal, but there was some people saying that he had like a mini deal with Create Music Group or something like it's like a mini deal, right? Not like a major deal though, right? And like I say, when he say more money to people that stuck in them contracts, or it could have just been a play on words because we know that a whole lot of rappers really be getting stuck inside of their contracts and stuff like that, right? Anyways, but either way it goes, Get Money, Lil Ronnie did respond. Actually, I'm gonna read y'all exactly what Get Money, Lil Ronnie said, right? Because I want y'all to hear exactly what it says. So he says, let's talk facts. Tell them Lil Ronnie shook back like crack rock. Pockets on stuff. Got more because they're stuck in their contracts. You know, Lil Ronnie, he a beast with like the words and stuff like that, right? So he also made a status, and within that status that Get Money, Lil Ronnie pretty much made, it was literally a direct shot at the whole casino, right? Pretty much a lot of people was making comments. Actually, someone even told me, they was like, Key Talk, man, flash the 4E signal in the sky. Tell Yayo it's time to stop playing around. It's time to drop something. So there's a want for new music from the whole 4E camp, right? The whole 4E conglomerate. And literally that day, Get Money, Lil Ronnie shot some videos. I think he shot one a day before that and that day. And the next day, he's shooting as well, right? But on Get Money, Lil Ronnie status, he pretty much said, we don't F around with no casinos, but we touch a lot of chips, literally, which obviously means that he got something that's on the way, that's coming on the way, right? Which I expect to be some responses to a lot of the talk that's been going around about his chains, a lot of the talk that LilCj Kasino been talking about, you know what I'm talking about? Which is great that they're doing this inside of the music, right? A lot of people, especially within Fort Worth, Texas, they doing less talking, like going down internet and stuff, and they putting it inside the music, which is very beneficial because that's gonna lead people to go listen to it, right? This is the smart marketing, right? This is the type of marketing that is gonna increase streams, that's gonna make more money because now you're putting it all inside of the music, right? Now, as far as Go Yayo goes, we do know that Go Yayo is still under a super strict, extremely strict federal, not probation, parole, right? Whenever you first get out the feds, I don't know if it's because you're supposed to have been there more time or something like that, but either way it go, he's on lockdown right now. He's free to the world, but he's still on lockdown as far as what he can do, what he can say, what he can be seen around, all type of stuff, right? So Go Yayo can't just come out and just be, you know, rambunctious, say whatever come to his head, Go Yayo, he got to play this real smart, right? You know, back in a few years ago, if LilCj Kasino would have came out with a diss song, 4KE, and we got to admit, we got to keep it fair, LilCj Kasino has been rapping his ass off. You know what I'm talking about? Buddy I'm talking about this whole year has been like probably one of the best years for LilCj Kasino as far as quality of his music. He's been dropping some of the best songs that he's ever made since the beginning of his career. This year, he's been dropping a whole lot of them. And we got to admit that. And I admit that. I tell y'all that in the last video, I believe, right? He's been rapping his butt off, right? Now, the very fact that he made the 4KE diss, you know, normally Yayo probably would have already snapped on, said something like that, right? But with saying he's got to be careful about what he does and say because of the federal stuff that he's on, he gonna put it inside the music. I mean, Go Yayo do got an album coming called Street Champion, right? I'm pretty sure within the Street Champion album, he's going to have responses and he's going to have a whole lot of other stuff to actually talk about, right? So this is actually exciting for the fans as well because now we're getting to see these artists putting how they feel and their expression and stuff with inside of the music, right? Yes, of course, it's entertaining to see them on the internet do what they do like that too, right? But also it's entertaining to hear it inside of the music because I tell y'all, whenever the rappers got something to talk about, which now they have something to talk about, especially at each other, they make some of the best music. That's why some of the best music, period, from all artists be diss songs. Some of the diss songs be just so hard and just raw because you know what's going on. You in a mix, you see where it's going, and then they put all that emotion into it, right? So we're going to have to see how that goes. Anyways, next we got to talk about Fredo Bang. Fredo Bang has been sanctioned, you know what I'm talking about, has been court ordered that he has to give a disposition online. It's going to be a video disposition, which I believe we will be able to see it, maybe not, but more than likely we can. If we do, I'll make a video on it. But he has to give a disposition over the YNW Juvie, YNW Melly case, right? Which means he's going to have to say what he knows. Is this a conflict of interest because he's a rapper? Yes, this is a conflict of interest. Why? Because we already know how it goes with being a rapper. You can't do no snitching, no telling. I'm talking about no folding at all. You really can't say much at all. So, but since he's going to be in the disposition and he himself is already on some type of parole, he's going to have to talk. And when I say talk, I don't mean snitch, but he's going to have to say some type of something. He's going to have to finesse it. He better get up there and pull a YSL Woody or something like that. You know what I'm talking about now? I don't think he can actually do it like that. They mess around and arrest him. But he does have to say something on September 2026, and we'll just see what he says and how he actually says it. Because, like I say, everything that he does will affect his rap career. I can probably use this and use it as some promotion or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? We'll just see how that goes. Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.